All right, welcome back. Now, as the climate meeting in Bonn, Germany ends another day without a consensus on the agenda of the meeting, the United Arab Emirates has responded to calls to have Dr. Sultan Al Jaber removed as president of COP28 and maintains that the oil industry is a critical part of the climate conversation that cannot be ignored. Zina Bondati is in Bonn and spoke to the CEO of the COP28, Adnan Amin.
This meeting in Bonn is supposed to prepare delegates for the discussions at COP28 later in the year to be held in the UAE in Dubai in November going into December. And as the world prepares for COP28, questions are already coming up around the world. And in fact, a petition is being signed around the world about why the UAE chose an oil executive as the president of the COP28. A petition has been signed to get the UAE to rescind that decision and appoint someone else. And I've had a chat with the COP28 CEO, Adnan Amin, and he says the UAE is a sovereign country. Who has a right to tell them who they can elect as president or not? It's their choice as a country, and they can choose whoever they want. So they chose an oil executive, and that does not mean that the oil industry cannot participate in the climate conversation, even though the oil industry has been cited as one of the biggest contributors to climate change. So I asked him why the oil industry should participate in this climate change or even lead the discussions on climate change, and this is what he had to say.
This is a sovereign decision. The UAE is a sovereign government. The UAE put its candidacy forward and was supported by the Asia-Pacific group, sovereign governments. It went to the COP in Glasgow and was elected by sovereign governments, including the governments of the people who are signing this petition. These people who are signing this petition are legislators from those same countries that, after the conflict with Ukraine, were asking the UAE to increase its production to meet their energy security needs. They are representatives of legislatures in countries where they are still using fossil fuels and, in fact, increasing the use of fossil fuels. So it's hard to understand what the point of this is beyond, I don't want to represent it in any way, but it is a level of incomprehension I have around the motivation of this issue.
Now, I should mention that at COP27 last year, delegates suffered a lot when it came to accommodation, and concerns have already been raised about what the situation will be in Dubai this year. And Adnan has assured delegates that the fiasco that happened in Egypt last year with hotels being ridiculously expensive or hotels being cancelled last minute in order to force delegates to pay more for those hotels, that situation will not arise this time in Dubai because they have spoken to the hotels to ensure that prices are regulated.